Hello, UCAR. Peter Christensen here, coming to you from the CEO's desk. Okay, continuing on, end of year hypo blowout. Get them now while you can. So, here's your scenario. You're listing a home. It's been a rental property and investment property, so listing it for the seller. Seller has put the property in an LLC. And for tax purposes, it's in the ownership is in someone else's name. So someone else owns it, a family member, spouse perhaps. But the person coming to you is the manager of the LLC. All right, who has to sign? Who has to sign the listing agreement? So you have ownership, which is different from manager of an entity. Okay. Woo! A lot to unpack here. First off, I'd go to the title company and ask the title company. That's probably what I would in reality do. All right, here's the deal, though. How does this work? Well, an entity can own property, right? So whatever, Smiley Days LLC, I don't know if that's a real LLC, sorry if it is, can own this rental property. And that is the owner. And so that should show up on title as the owner of that property. So how does that work then where you have owners, managers? Well, there have to be documents behind a business entity in Utah. So you're going to want to make sure that's a legal entity, not just someone throwing letters after it. Oh, yeah, it's my LLC. I put it in a LLC. And that it's current. And then you're going to want to figure out, somebody's got to figure out who has authority to sign. So in theory, not in theory, in reality, somebody who does not have any ownership interest in that property can sign for the transfer of that property, can sign the listing agreement, can sign the deed, the closing documents, because they have the authority to do so for the business, right? They represent the business. So that's really ultimately what you've got to get to is how is the business formed? You can have a manager of an LLC that doesn't have the rights within the company paperwork to sell property for the LLC. There may be limits to the authority the manager has. And there may be multiple members, and there may be certain members that can dispose of property, certain that can't, certain permissions. So really, it comes down to figuring out what the documents say and who can sign for it, who has the legal authority. And I don't know. I'm not sure I want to take on that liability every time. So that's what I'm saying. I may get a title company involved, may have their attorney review it so that we feel like we're in a good place, the right people have signed, and get verification from the people involved that they have the legal right to sign. I know sometimes mortgage companies will do that, right? They'll have an attorney sign something saying, I've verified that this is covered by this person has the authority to sign. So just a heads up, when you're dealing with an LLC, they're a little different animal than other entities in which property is owned. Remember, this is not legal advice. This is legal information only. If you need specific legal advice, please contact your attorney. Thanks for tuning in.